Hey everyone, Yokuo here, and welcome back to Yokuo Plays. Today, Flying Battery Zone Act 2 and beyond. But first we go up the spring. Now, like Act 1, we were talking about last part, Act 1, despite what I originally thought, ended up being pretty samey to the original Genesis game. Act 2 is not. First of all, there's all this trash. Somebody really needs to clean up after Eggman because he is a mess. Oh, but first, we should go over here and jump into that. Alright, special stage, here we go. The last one we got before even hitting Mach 3, which is not something that's going to be repeated. I can pretty much guarantee that. But we're going to do our best and see what happens. Grab a bunch of rings for that timer. And grab... nope. That happened. I should have been able to make that jump. I'm still not sure why I didn't make that jump. But I didn't make the jump. So, it's over. So that was fun. We'll try it again later. Probably. And when I do, maybe I won't go for that ring box right away. Maybe it's more of a Mach 2, Mach 3 thing, but I swear I've done that before on Mach 1, so I'm really not sure what happened. I don't know. Regardless, we are inside Flying Battery Zone, Act 2. We've already got like 42 rings, which is pretty good, and these things will shock you to death. You can also bounce off the guy piloting it, although I don't know why he's piloting it. It's not going anywhere. I don't get that. There's a Cluck enemy from Sonic 2. And you can also bounce off those, which is cool, but at the same time can get really irritating. Trust me. I've died many times to that in my own personal runs, and if you've watched some of my streams on Twitch that I did a few weeks back, you saw me play this zone, and you know what I'm talking about, because you probably witnessed it. Now, this is probably a good time to mention it. I do stream on Twitch sometimes. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen when I feel like it. So you should go check me out on Twitch. I'll start leaving a link to that in the description, because I have not been doing that. But I do mention it on my social media anytime I do stream. So if you're following me on Facebook or Twitter, and you happen to see the message, join in. If you're not following me on Facebook and Twitter, you should do that, because I post about things. Or if I'm going to miss a part one day, or we're starting a new season of something at some point, I'll mention it. So if you want to be in the know about what's happening on the channel, follow the social media outlets. Shameless plug, over. I'm not going to bother with that invincibility star over on the top left. It seemed a little tricky to get to. Out here, fire! Lots of fire! Like a lot of fire! And Tails will not let me go. So I got lucky here by not getting hit. Really kind of expected it to happen, honestly. Oh, same here, actually. Started playing jump rope with these things. Like that one would have hit me had I not ducked. I want to see what's on the left. That's why I'm just standing around like this. So I took advantage of the opening, and here we are. So I don't think I really missed out on much. I could have gone the normal way and been pretty much fine. But these things happen. We are continuing on. And we're jumping in here. Okay, here we go. Special stage, part 2, The Reckoning. We have to catch the UFO. We have 30 seconds on the clock, or a little bit less by now that I've said all that. And we are not going to fall in that hole trying to get that ring box. Cough. Past me. Cough. Go up here, take that, and grab a bunch of blue spheres. Because, hey, blue spheres are good. They make us go fast. And you know Sonic's thing. He gotta go fast. Continuing on, grab more things. I mean, there's not much to say here. I'm grabbing things. And we take the shortest paths that I can in order to keep up with the UFO, because it will get ahead of me if I take longer paths. Also, I just wanted the sweet rings. We have over to 70 seconds on the clock now, which should be more than enough time that I shouldn't have to worry about anything. But I'm still going to grab some things. Vindication for that ring box. And we're at almost 80 seconds now, which is great. That's a lot of time on the clock. This special stage is easier than the last one. Honestly, number 4, I think, is the hardest special stage. The one that I did in Mach 2. I can still feel like it's a hard one. And we have got this going real fast. I'm almost caught up to him. So close, and I got hit. But it's okay, we still have over 50 seconds left, and I'm pretty much on top of him. The hits don't matter if you still have all those rings and all that time, and that's part of why I go after those rings so hot and heavy at the beginning. If I take a hit, as long as it doesn't send me careening off the edge, I'm good. I don't have to worry. And not worrying is the name of the game. Actually, the name of the game is Sonic Mania, but you know what I mean. Continuing on in Flying Battery Zone. We're just rolling along at the speed of sound. We've got places to go. Gotta follow my rainbow. I'm pretty sure I've made that joke every part, so I'm sorry about that. These things happen. And you probably hadn't noticed it until I mentioned it, but now that I have, you'll hear it. You'll know. You'll be listening for it. And if I'm wrong, tell me in the comments that I'm wrong. Be like, hey, you haven't said this every part at all. You've only said it a fraction of the parts. And let me know which parts, because I'm curious. Meanwhile, these spider guys are actually helpful, unlike the ones in Chemical Plant. They take me places. Whee. Also, I can't imagine how much that's gotta hurt. Sinking through machinery. Machinery and broken goalpost signs. I can't imagine. There's all kinds of references in there. There's a bunch of things from Green Hill Zone in there. And some other enemies that I have already forgotten in like the 10 seconds I haven't seen it. Gotta be very careful here. This part's a pain. This is hard. Like here, I take that hit and I'm dead. Could not do anything about it. So the lesson here is don't attack everything. Come on, Tails, okay. Come on, Sonic, let's go. Since Tails didn't take us. That's the problem. Tails will grab onto things too, so he grabs on before Sonic can, and then Sonic goes falling. It's fun. And by fun, I mean slightly annoying. And by slightly annoying, I mean fun. I don't know where this is going. Either way, we are going straight down, ignoring all this. Because ain't nobody got time for it. And as you saw last time, if you hit one of those, there's a good chance you're gonna die. I died many times in my own personal run just by doing it. I just wanted to hit them. It was fun. I wanted those boxes down there, but I missed them, so it's very sad. See, you've got some callbacks to the original Genesis game, like what's going on with that little spot on the left. Also, did not know that spiky ball was going to come down. Kind of got hit off screen on that. Speaking of getting hit, this is the worst boss. I don't know if this is actually the worst boss. It might be, though. Now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, there was a boss I liked even less, but I figured out the routing on him, so now he's very easy. You'll see him in a couple parts. This guy is a giant pain. He is a giant bumper, and he will bumper you. So you have to fling yourself into him just the right angle for him to hit the spikes, without you hitting the spikes like that. And if he gets up too high, he starts shooting electricity at you before he falls back down. It's a good time. Not really. It's terrible, honestly. I can't stand it. But it doesn't really matter. We'll get through it one way or another. And I'm probably making it out to be a little harder than it really is, but it is a pain. And don't get me wrong, this is annoying. Ideally, you just want to stand under him like I was until you can start flinging him, fling him a couple of times, get back under him. Don't be impatient. That's the name of the game here. You just cannot be impatient because you will get hurt and you will die. Like, right there, I just got hit. And I just got hit again. I'm out of rings, which is bad because he's shooting electricity balls at me. And he dodged. He dodged me and I died. So that's fun. That's real fun. That's good times. So let's fight him again. Yay. And he was probably 1 or 2 hits from dead too. That's what really sucks about it. We were so close, guys. Okay, so beat him around a little bit, fling him into that thing, wait a second, fling him again. You can hit a third one if you're careful. I didn't mean to do any of what just happened, that was an accident. Don't let him get too high or he does his lightning bolts, and that should have hit him and didn't. I don't know what that's about. That was another mistake. Tails couldn't even be bothered to catch that ring. You want to be careful here because 1, you're going to fling yourself into the spikes, and 2, you can get crushed by those spikes on the side. It's very easy to do. I have done it. I am very skilled. See here, he's up too high for me to even hit. And I lost my ring, so I'm getting nervous right around now. Especially because I just flung myself around like crazy on him. And again, he did not take the hit. I don't know what that's about. It must have been just the right angle, so it barely missed the spike. Either way, all I can really do right now is just beat him a little bit to keep him from attacking me, and wait for this part to come up again. Take this. There we go. Actually hurt him. That's not good. It's easy to fling yourself in the wrong direction and miss. It's very simple, as you can probably tell. Okay, he should be 1 or 2 hits away. I think I just got a 3rd hit there, but I'm really not sure if that last one actually made contact or not. See, right there, if that happened about a second later, I would have been crushed under those spikes. Nothing I could do about it. It's all about angles, the angle you hit him at. Like, when you stand right under him, what I just did is what happens. Either way, it doesn't really matter, he's dead. Come, Tails, let's ride! And we are at the top of this place. Hit that, jump right down, and this time, we don't get an animation. Sometimes we get an animation to the next zone, sometimes we don't. I think it has to do with Sonic trying to get around that animal switch thing, and the fact that he could be on the left side and get stuck on it. If I would imagine that was probably why some places don't have animations, because I think anytime it flies down from the top, it does get an animatic. I'm really not sure of the specifics. I don't know enough of the dev history to be able to tell you that. All I know is these guys with saw blades are annoying. And if you kill one of them, then his buddy just sits there tossing it back and forth for all eternity. It's actually kind of sad. And if you kill the one with the saw blade just drops into oblivion. Meanwhile, spinning umbrellas! Whee! So, as you've probably noticed, this is another original zone for Sonic Mania. There's a few original zones here, and I prefer the original ones. Well, I can't say that, because I do like the old ones too, because they add something new. I don't know, I don't really know what I prefer, come to think of it. They're both good, and this game in general is just good. Like, this is the Sonic 4 we've all been waiting for since 1994, when Sonic and Knuckles came out? 95, maybe? It's been a long time. All I know is, yay, Sonic. And Sonic CD Blast was certainly not the game we were waiting for. I might do Sonic CD Blast on this channel sometime, maybe, if the demand's actually there, once I get past the good Sonic games. Ah, that's unfortunate. Once again, the thing took Tails and did not take me, so I just got dropped. So here we have to find the little thing to open it up. It's right there, and we move on. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. See, Sawblade's just gone. And that other guy's just sitting there, no friend, no toy. It's a very sad experience for him. But we don't care, because he's a robot thing. That's all that matters. Jump up here all the way, and maybe get this. There we go. Oh, that was about as troublesome as Mario's experience getting the springy things in Super Princess Peach to work. I think that playthrough is still going at the time that this has been uploaded. It's either still going or it's just ended. I think you should have one more week with the finale being next week. So hey, topical references to other playthroughs on the channel. Something something also Let's Try Friday. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing on Let's Try Friday as of the week that I'm recording this, because, you know, who knows. Over here, we have a little alcove again, with nothing, really. I do that every time I play. I always go in there, and there's never anything there. And this is harder to get than it looks. You wouldn't think it'd be all that tricky, but it surprisingly is a little hard. A little. It's still not terrible. Don't let me make it sound worse than it really is. Let's ride this thing up here and zoom over here. Now, fun fact, over here, I don't have to go this way, but there's an achievement over here. Get the fire shield, break all of these boxes, and you get an achievement. That simple. Every zone in this game has an achievement dedicated to it, except for the final zone in the game. The closest thing you get for the final zone is just to see any ending. And there are two different endings to this game. In classic Sonic fashion, the ending depends on if you have all the Chaos Emeralds or not. I have actually seen both endings at this point. My first playthrough of this game, I was not able to get all the Chaos Emeralds by the end of it because I was still learning the routes of the special stages. Which, if you watch part 1 of this commentary, you're gonna kind of see that. I'm still learning the routes, and even by part 1 of the commentary, I had done those stages. I did everything on my independent run first. Okay, this mini-boss. I'm gonna be honest. I don't understand him. I guess what you're supposed to do is get him to go dink, 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 and then get underneath him and hit him whenever he zooms out like that in that fraction of a second. But that's really difficult to pull off. So I could do that, or I could just damage boost off him until he dies. Which is what I started to do, decided I want to do this legitimately, and then decided, okay, he's not giving me an opening, forget it, let's just go. And he's dead. Just damage boost off this guy, it's the easiest thing you can possibly do. Anyway, that'll do it for this act once I get done playing Spin the Sign. We got through Act 1, and next time we will see Act 2. But until then, I will see you guys later. Bye.